Good morning, guten Morgen und willkommen. I am back at the brewery. It is Sunday, and I've had basically 4 weeks non-stop travel in and out of Germany every week. It's been a killer, but don't feel sorry for me. International business travel and a little bit of free beer now and again, so can't complain too much, can you? Spent a lot of time in Munich, a few visits to Oktoberfest. Yes, I have Lederhosen. I'll put them on the screen now. I apologise in advance. Here it is. But you got to try, right? You got to put in an effort. And more recently into southwest Germany, Baden-Württemberg and surrounds, visiting some suppliers who have taken very good care of us and very productive week or so of visits. So, but I'm back now, and I've got to catch up because the evenings have not been available to me for the last few weeks. Elliot's done a great job making sure that the customers are getting their beer deliveries, making sure that you guys, when you're ordering cans on the website, he's getting them down to the post office and the delivery companies, etc. So we've kept on top of it, but you know, the bigger stuff we need to do sort of fallen into the background a little bit. I have ready to rack over there. I'll take you with me like I normally do. So this one with the ladder on. I didn't mention where exactly these came from, but it was a brewery in Leyland called Crankshaft, who were a sound little business until these energy cost increases occurred end of last year and the other operating costs, and it basically didn't make sense for them to carry on. It's a real shame. But Hayden and Angela, I believe his wife is, Hayden and Angela, you know, carefully and in a controlled way closed down their business and got rid of the contents, and this tank was one of the tanks that was available. I think there's still another one up there, but I couldn't afford to. Anyway, this is theirs, and I haven't touched it. Now, what I've discovered, as it's now full of Most & Dragon, is the cooling coil on it is slow to cool on my kit. He was probably pushing a bit more cold through it, or colder cold than I am. But this has taken a day and a half now. I was late turning it on because, long story, there was a power cut here, I think, and I couldn't get to the tank controller through the internet while I was away. So I had to wait until the power came back before I could start the crash cool, and that was Friday. Sunday now. We've lost about 6 degrees out of the tank, but we're still only halfway to where I need it to be in order to rack, so not racking today. But there's 1,000 litres of Most & Dragon in there, ready to go, and the rest are empty because we racked them last week. We cleaned all the casks last week ready for this Moston here. I was 3 short, and Elliot, again, thank you El, he's been around collecting empties from pubs, so we've got some spares there and a few kegs as well, and a few more empty kegs in the corner over there. So we've got enough for this batch, and we should have enough kegs left then so that I can get another batch of stout on. The intention being that we keg at least half of it so that we can can it. And speaking of canning, yesterday, as you can see from the labels that are still on the machine, yesterday we did Most & Dragon, 150 cans. I stuck them on the website last night, stuck a photograph on social media, I think it was Instagram or Twitter. We've sold a chunk of them already. Here, there, another one around the back, which I won't show you because the address label's showing. But yeah, thanks for spotting that, guys, and ordering. You know who you are. In fact, I'll tell you who they are. Stewie has ordered these two. I love you, Stewie. Thank you, mate. And John Campbell has ordered these two. There's another one behind. Thank you, Johnny. Big John. So they're going to hit the post shortly. Just got to label them. Well, 2 of them got a label. But there's still a good 100 and something, 116-ish cans left. I think 1 box of Get Lucky. Yeah, because while I was canning, I had a few cans left over and I had a bit of Get Lucky left in a keg, so I've canned that as well. On Thursday of this week, I'll turn you back around again now. There we go. On Thursday this week, I've booked a day off the day job. I'll be coming here because I've got 2 pallets arriving. Am I straight? I've got 2 pallets arriving. Am I X straight? Look at that. Okay. So on Thursday, I've got 2 pallets arriving, so we've got to clear a bit of floor space. And on these 2 pallets are 44 poly kegs, which I'm splitting with, as I mentioned this last week, Tay Brew Co. are having some, Martin Bailey, hi Martin, Martin's having some, and I'll keep the rest. So that allows me to keg in these disposable plastic kegs, which I hate saying, but until I find a better way to make sure they're not getting nicked. There's a couple of places that'll be getting those now. Additionally on Thursday, a pallet of something like 1,300 cans. Again, I'm not using them all, splitting them with Martin, because he's going to be canning his beer shortly as well. So Friday I'll pop up to Sheffield, because I'm off for 2 days actually next week. Friday, pop up to Sheffield, drop Martin's cans off, fish and chips, talk nonsense for a while, compare sandals, and then get myself back here for the weekend. I was intending to be at Nottingham Beer Festival, and I might still go. But with this travel that I've had and more travel coming up, I've got to get things straight here. So we'll just play it by ear. I've got some tickets, so I'll let you know if I'm going to be there, probably on Twitter or somewhere. So while I've been away, stuff's been arriving at home. I only ordered one thing and I got like 4 boxes, so I don't know what it is. And I thought I would open it with you so you can enjoy the surprise. Let's have a look. Genuineness as well, I really don't know what's in them. These are the box. Can you see that? No, I don't want to show you the address label for obvious reasons. These are the boxes that I used for the bottles, and this feels like bottles, and I'm wondering whether this has been a failed delivery. No one's called me to say my box hasn't arrived, so let's have a nosy. I can't find my knife, so I'm going to use paint scraper. Ow! Have I cut myself already? Yeah. Okay, now, so it's different. Oh no, it might be. Shit. Is this a return? Maybe they didn't like it. No, they're not my bottles. Oh lordy. Let's have a butcher's. I recognise the lid on that one. Dude's Brews. Genuinely didn't know that was what was in there. He did mention he might be sending me something, but that was a while ago. So, Even Sharks on the Spectrum, 6.3, 32 IBUs. One of those. Did you see that, by the way? That's, is that going to zoom? Here you go. This one says APA on the lid. Go West. Go West. APA 5.3. Murgy Straits. I'm familiar with this one. I can't wait to try that one. And smells lagery, Dortmunder, 5.4%. That's terrific. Thank you, Richard. I really appreciate it. I will talk about them when I'm drinking them. Make sure there's nothing else in there. No note. Love letter. It's a good way of getting rid of all your packaging shit, isn't it? Okay. How lovely. Thank you. What else we got? Next. No. This has come through Royal Mail. Where's that one? There you go. Yeah. Where is my knife? I definitely need a tool belt. Hayley from Siren let me down, really. Although it was probably a bit much of me to ask. She had this tool belt. I told you before, she had this tool belt that her mum made at his Ace. I want one. You never lose anything. Pat's Brewery. Nice one, Pat. I was just watching your video last night on the water. Reverse osmosis water. You can go to like a petrol station-y type thing and buy it for pennies a litre. We don't really need it here because our water's kind of empty anyway. But anyway, another story. Go over to Pat's channel and have a look at that. It's quite an interesting one. Pat's Brewery. He has sent me Mild High Club and Pat's Brewery. What's this one called? Nipa. And I can't quite make out the name. Soft. My eyesight's not what it used to be. Can you read that? I definitely need to start wearing my glasses. I'm going to go outside in the light. Hang on. Soft and juicy. That's better. Yeah, time to visit the opticians, I think. Although it is orange on yellow. I don't know who that's a picture of. However, soft and juicy. New England IPA. Thank you, Pat. And one more, which is Heaven Horizon Hefeweizen. I'll save that one for a couple of weeks. Beautiful. Pat, you're awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. What else have we had? This one. I think I know what this is. I think this is actually something that I've ordered. Yeah, it is. From Milky Fittings. That's a great name as well, isn't it? Milky Fittings, who do dairy fittings, which coincidentally are also brewery fittings. RJT 1-inch to 1-inch BSP. I'll show you what that's for right now. I'm glad it's here because I would have been struggling in a minute, or tomorrow, or whenever. This tank, what I have from Crankshaft, has not one but two valves. Bottom one's like a dump valve at the bottom of the cone, and that's got my RJT on it, and the top one, which I'm going to use for racking because they're probably above the yeast and the gubbins, is just a straightforward 1-inch RJT. So if I put that on, I can get it connected up to my hoses and valves and whatnot. And I'd planned, if that hadn't arrived in time, just to swap that one over when I'm racking, move it to the top, but it's a bit of a pain. At least now I've got that, and they're not that bad. I've seen them for like 50 quid, 60 quid, but this was 35 I think I paid from Milky. So thank you, Milky Fittings. I know you're probably not watching, but thank you anyway. Great service. Little independent-y business. Right, let's tighten you up. That's on tight. Right, cool. Finally, this one really is a bit weird because I arrived yesterday to have a little poke around, and just wedged in the corner of the doorway was this, and I've still got no idea why I've got it. I don't know who's left it. I'm racking my brains thinking if someone said they were going to come up and leave me a Prezi, but I have 3 bottles from Metalhead Brewery in Bedlington, up in the northeast. Now, I know I'm getting a bit dense in my old age sometimes. I'm a bit forgetful even. It's a bit worrying when beer turns up. You've got no idea who it is or where it's from. There's no note. I've been through the box. The beers that are in it, well, I'll show you, but there's also some stickers on the box, I guess, of some of the other beers that they do. So I'm just a bit puzzled with this one. Anyway, let's have a look. I did have a look earlier at this one. So this is, Metalhead Brewery, Unit 9, Bowes Court, Bedlington. Dark Secret Stout. 4.8, bottle conditioned. Old Knacker. That's mine. Smooth and malty beer brewed with all British malts and hops. 3.8. And finally, Pretty Vacant. I suspect I know what that one might have in it. And it's probably got mosaic. Hang on. Oh, loads of mosaic. Very good. So yeah, if you left these, I'm sorry for being thick and you've told me, but honestly don't remember. Also on the box we've got labels for Little Red Rooster, Hammer Best Bitter, and Best Mate Dark Ale. Yeah, intrigued. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm going to enjoy those. Well, not all of them, because there's 9 there, but definitely a couple of them later on. Now it all makes sense. Mystery caller who left some beer outside the door. I've had an email. I just put a note on Facebook. I don't think it's prompted by that. When did he send it now? Oh, maybe he did. I put something on Facebook earlier, like, I was still confused a little bit. I've had an email from Dave Chapman. Dave at metalhead-brewery.co.uk. He says, "Hi Andy." Hi Dave. "I've been following your channel on YouTube from the start of the brewery, enjoying some of your schoolboy errors." Thank you, Dave. "As we made almost all of the same." I feel a bit better now. "I had a trip down to Devon on Friday from Bedlington, Northumberland, where I'm based, to collect a 1,000 litre conditioning tank, and the plan was to pass by your brewery on Saturday morning, as this looks like the most likely time when you're there for a look and a chat. But things changed a little on the return journey, and I passed your place around midnight. I've left some beers outside the door. Hopefully you got them. Keep up the good work. Cheers, Dave, Metalhead Brewery." Thank you, Dave. I did get them. They weren't nicked. You sort of tucked them in the corner a little bit so no one going down the street could see them. So thank you, and I appreciate it. If you want to have a look at what Dave does, is his website on here? Let's have a look. You'll probably just find it on Facebook like I did. Metalhead Brewery. There's a US one. This is Metalhead Brewery UK in Bedlington, NE22. Thank you, Dave. I really appreciate that. So we've sort of fast forwarded 2 hours from when I did the last clip over there, and in that time I've causticked and rinsed the remaining packaging, so we're back to everything in the building being clean again now. And I've got enough containers to rack the Moss and Dragon. 16 casks, 5 kegs. Kegs are for cans. I'm not going to be selling it in keg to the pubs, unless they really want it. You never know. But this tank's really struggling to get down to temperature. I had a look behind it, and where the copper pipe sticks out the back, have I still got that here? No, I don't think I have. Where the copper pipe sticks out the back. Ah, there it is. It had a bloody kink in it. Let's see if we can focus on that. Come on. Ah, there you go. You see, it was kind of nipped. So I've cut it and reconnected it, but it's still not going down. We're stuck at 9. It might just be that there's not enough copper pipe around it. It might be it's not stuck to it properly and it's just sort of loose in free air, but I can't do much about it now. So we'll just get it as cold as we can and we'll rack. The fining should take care of it, but once that one's finished and it's clean, I'm going to strip all the bubble wrap off and have a good look. And we might, if there's doesn't look like there's enough length of copper, we might put some more in. but we've got all we've got for now. So, got all the containers ready, so 16 casks, 5 kegs, get that done, and then all the beer is done then. And I've got enough in kegs to really get stuck into the canning. Currently, right now, we've just while I've been here today, it's been pinging with orders. We've got about 100 cans of Moston Dragon, which we've never sold in can before, and looks like everyone wants to try it. So I would imagine they're going to go pretty quickly. I'll have 5 more kegs of Moston on Thursday, which we just need to carbonate and get into can. In there right now, I've got 3 kegs of Get Locky and 3 kegs of Murgy Straight, which are going straight into can, and another 3 of each behind that. So we should, hopefully, if you guys slow down a little bit, we should have enough can stock to build up a little inventory. So I can then start to do a few more mix packs, you know, Murgy plus whatever, or Moston plus whatever, 3 of each. I think that seems to be what was most interesting last week when we had the mix packs available. They seem to sell really quickly, so a little bit of variety. So I'm going to get those done. Ideally, we'll have somewhere by Christmas. You can have 3 of everything in a box of 12, or something. We'll find some combos that people are interested in. We'll do it that way. But just having the time to do it, as usual, you know, I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at work, Thursday, Friday holiday. Thursday I need to be here to receive the cans and the poly kegs in. Friday I'm going up to see Martin in Sheffield. Saturday we're supposed to be going to Nottingham Beer Festival. I think I need to do some canning, honestly. So I'm probably gonna skip it. And I've also got a brew across stout because I'm down to 1 cask left, and I've got nothing to put in keg into can. So we're gonna have to squeeze in a cross stout brew. Week after that, I'm in Germany for a couple of days again. Then a week at home, and then I'm gone for 6 days. I'm in the US. Then it sort of calms down a little bit then, I hope, until mid-November, where I've got another week out, and then a week in December I'll be out as well, or best part of a week. So I'm doing my best to keep up. I apologise if the cupboard is bare when you go to the shop sometimes, but just keep checking in. If it says stock, it's done and it's in can, buy it if you want it. If not, then there'll be more along just behind it. So that's it for today. I'll do another video Thursday with all the poly kegs and cans and whatnot arriving, and I might see if Mr. Bailey wants to do a little video on Friday as well. So next video will be something a little bit different. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you on the next one.